Hello, welcome to Mcfarlane DC Multiverse. Quick look at this 1989 Batman. Black and white card stand in the back. This is one of those boxes that I'm not going to crush up because I might just leave him in the box. I have multiple different versions. I have the SH Figures, the Mezco, and... I just noticed something on my Mezco that you'll see in a moment that I'm really angry with. I lost my train of thought, as well as the old version and new version of the Hot Toys. This is one of those Batman figures that I really like. This design is one of the Batmans I grew up with. So this one and the Kevin Conroy Batman like more of the most. So apart from the fists already, apart from the item holding hands already attached to the figure, we have a pair of fists, spray open hand, relax hand, remote holding hand. We have the bat grapple, batarang, these giant ninja stars, and the remote, and these two sticks for him to hold up the cape. Close look at some of the accessories. These ninja stars are so thick and gummy. Ew. So as the batarang is just a pure black molded plastic. There's not even a screen on it. Well, it doesn't use that in the first movie, but the batarang is just a pure black plastic, also quite thick and gummy, but this one actually looks better because it's like a tech thing. The remote is painted on the front, but there's no detail whatsoever on anywhere else on it. For someone who's seen these accessories close up on so many figures, I'm like, okay, I get the price point, but this is a larger scale figure than some of the other ones. Why is it missing so much detail? The back grapple looks decent enough, but because there's no painted detail on it, and the tip, the hook cannot be removed, even though it looks like it should be able to because it's completely different color. So the accessories, they're not bad for what they are, but yeah, I'm just so used to seeing things that are just so much sharper in detail. So it looks, yeah, it just looks gummy. But you know, you do get a lot of stuff in this box with the price you're paying for, so that's still nice. Batman himself, I do, as an action figure, I do appreciate the head being able to move. But the way they cut it makes it look weird. Now the head looks a bit more like a Batman Forever suit or some of the later ones because there's no straight line going down, you know, from the cowl down to the neck. It would have been better, I think, if the joint was inside the lower neck, so the head and neck was one piece. So that would have been better. But otherwise, so the face itself, it doesn't. I'm sorry. This just doesn't look like anything like Michael Keaton. That jaw and face is just not there. This looks like stunt double for Keaton. When you move down to the suit, the gold on the belt's painted fine, the logo is painted fine, and the actual suit, I guess muscle is also fine, but this suit should have a lot more texture on it, and it doesn't. Look at his gauntlets. Those look fine too. And the shoes, they are looking a little bit, I don't know, looking at another figure here, they do look close enough. And here's a quick look at the back. It is completely missing all of the details from the actual bat suit. There's molding injection bumps there. There's a peg hole in there for something. As for the cape itself, this is some of the most flimsy and crap material I've seen. This looks like stuff you would see in the bootleg toys. This is garbage. There's a pocket there for those two sticks for you to hold them up so you can do that Batman coming down pose, but otherwise it's so shiny, it's so flimsy. This cape is crap. I would have preferred if they just gave us the wired cloth cape that they would with some of their other figures. Articulation up, down, sideways. So his head moves so good for what he's supposed to be, which is funny. Torso goes, oh wow, quite far back. Forward. He does have these there. I recommend just pulling these out. Yeah, there we go. Because you have the cape there, covers up, and now you have way more articulation. Yes, there's a bit of a gap, but way more articulation for what you're doing there. Up, full rotation here, double elbow joint, and peg and swivel. Leg goes almost 90 degrees. Boop, boop. Any rotating? No rotating joint there. Double knee, foot goes up, back. So this is soft plastic, it gets out the way. That's good. Okay, look at this. This Keaton Batman can do those really way more epic pose than what he's supposed to be, which is cool. As something that's a bit different than Mezco or Fake Arts or Hot Toys, I appreciate that this is indeed different, and this is indeed the articulated version of the Keaton Batsuit. You know, my Mezco's just been standing on the shelf and it's got 2 cracks on there. He's even in a mostly standard pose. Fuck you, Mezco. Anyway, yeah, if you want a fully articulated Keaton for the price, this is decent, but it doesn't look like Keaton, and the cape is shit. So if you know how to replace the cape, better. Look, if the Mezco one didn't break out of these smaller scale ones, it's the best one. It's one of the most looks alike, but it has its problems. I hate the magnet joint that they use on the neck because that just keeps popping off and gets in the way of the cape. But otherwise, the suit looked good, and I thought they were using silicone. Why the fuck is it cracking? Whereas this is a cheap alternative that's pretty good. You can pose him around, move him around, and you can put him in the Batmobile. That's great. And then you got the SH figuarts, which you don't get the SH figuarts. You just don't. So Squad's just going to look us. Take have a nice day. I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye now.